All right, I think we're recording. It says
It's
recording. Let's go. All right, welcome to episode 1, Grubbin with Grandpa. I'm Jason. That's Mo, my assistant.
I'm just here for the food.
She's here for the food. All right, so tonight, the goal for all of this is for all you broke-ass, talentless college students to learn how to make something you can be proud of. So you're not just eating fast food or Domino's or anything unhealthy like that. We're going to teach you, or sleeping all day like Mo and Simi do. We're going to get you some life skills. We're going to teach you how to cook. We're going to make some good-ass food. So tonight we're making some crispy chicken parm. That's really simple, but the real key that we're doing is the sauce. I'm going to teach you guys how to make a homemade tomato sauce base that is over 150 years old. So this is a tried and true, tested recipe from the debutante of Italian cooking. So let's have some fun. So first off, we're gonna start with the sauce. What you need, I already have it prepared a little bit right here. Here we go. Yeah! You need 1 can of San Marzano tomatoes. Now, San Marzano tomatoes are very important because they come from a specific section of Italy where the soil isn't quite as acidic. So the tomatoes are a bit sweeter. They're not quite as acidic, so you don't have to add as much sugar. Overall, they're better for the sauce. So you're going to take 1 can of that, 5 tablespoons of butter. Now, I know that sounds weird, but trust me, butter works in the sauce. Gives it a nice velvety richness. Hi, Skylar.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I love Skylar. And then you're going to take 1 whole onion, cut it in half, throw it in the sauce. We're going to set it on medium heat right now.
For those who don't know, you should definitely peel the onion first.
Yes. Peel the onion, cut it in half, throw it in the sauce.
Hi,
Yeah, they're all kind of dumb.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Sky. All right. I'm going to turn the camera to the stove now so the girls won't be able to see me.
Okay, you want to say bye to Uncle Jason?
Hi, Uncle Jason.
Hi, Skylar. Love you.
Love you.
Okay. I'll talk to you later, girls.
Bye.
Bye. I love my girls. They're so sweet. All right, welcome to my kitchen. Let's see. Yeah, I got to be a little ghetto with this.
Hold your laptop.
Oh, that's too much.
I am an assistant. I'm not doing
All right, you are an assistant. That's fine.
If we need to, I can be a laptop.
Yeah, we'll figure that out later. Okay. All right. So, sauce, medium heat. Make sure every now and again you stir it. You start crushing the tomatoes.
Squish it.
Squish them down. Just gonna let this bad boy sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. Give it some nice stirs. Then we'll start seasoning it a little bit, but we'll get back to that later. Now, was that no time? We're good. So next, chicken. Now, I get chicken cutlets. Chicken cutlets are already pounded thin. They're already cut in half. That's how I like them. If you have whole breasts, slice them in half, butterfly them, put them in some plastic wrap and pound them out so they're about 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch thick. You don't want them too thick, or it's really gonna kill the cooking time. And then your breading will burn, and nobody wants that. That's terrible. Fire alarm will go off. It'll be a real Lambda Chi thing. Set your oven 450. Let that bad boy preheat. Then we're gonna start breading our chicken. Thank you. You wanna hold the cracked eggs or the?
I don't care. I'll take that.
Okay. Crack your eggs. Be careful with the shells. Nobody wants shell in their breading. Unless you do. That's kind of gross.
Crunch.
A little crunch. Oh, okay. Zoom has just removed the 40-minute time limit from our meeting. Cool, that's nice. Very nice. Crack your eggs. Beat them. If you have a whisk, it's easier. If not, I just use a fork because I'm pretty ghetto.
This is college life. Who has
This is college life.
Besides, like, the choruses. Who has a whisk?
That's true. The choruses do have a whisk. Because they're bougie.
They are bougie.
Absolutely. All right, flour in this bad boy, breadcrumbs in this bad boy, eggs in this bad boy, olive oil. Put it in your frying pan.
Copious amount.
Copious amounts. We want to get this nice and hot. This is how we're going to fry our chicken. I know it sounds really simple, but
That shit will burn, dude.
that shit will burn.
I've experienced that.
Oh yeah, I love that sound. Again, medium-high heat. If you have a electric stove, that's roughly about a 7. What's that? Yeah, exactly. Seriously. Talking was kind of my key words here. I wish I had more space. I don't. So we're just gonna be we're gonna be working hard. All right. So first things first, take your chicken. Boom boom. Dredge it in flour. A little bit of flour.
Dredging it, you flop it on
Yep.
both sides, so it's fully coated.
Yeah, I should probably take this away so you can see.
Yeah,
There we go.
smart. More space.
Yeah, I don't need that right now anyway. Go.
Touching the pot.
That's fine. Dredge the chicken in the flour. Beautiful. Then egg. Dredge it in the egg. Let the egg drip down. You don't want too much egg on it, or else you're going to have soggy breading. Nobody wants that. And then you dredge it in the breadcrumbs. I use Italian breadcrumbs. You can use panko. You can use whole wheat, gluten-free, whatever you want.
Whatever makes your heart happy.
And there you go. Look at that. Nicely breaded, even on both sides. That's how we want it. That's how we want it. Put it aside. Do it again. Dredge it. Make sure it's all coated. This is what's going to help keep the chicken crispy.
You want that shit whiter than me.
You want that shit whiter than Mo. Dredge it in some more egg. You do me a favor? You want to grab that spoon and stir the sauce a little bit more, please? Thank you. Yeah. Butter's just starting to melt. Good, good, good. It's very quiet without the girls here now. I miss them.
I can just talk. Really is cute. But...
That's true. There we go. Nice, perfectly breaded. That's how we like it. Set it aside.
Put on background music if you want.
I was thinking about that, but I don't know if music would go well.
That's fair.
Now, I only have 3 cutlets. Do you have more? That's cool.
Good for you.
Cooking for more people? Good. This is something that's really simple and easy that you can use to impress everybody. Let me tell you.
Ooh, this would be a good date idea.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me tell you, learning how to cook is an essential skill. It's what's gotten me through most of my life. And it's,
No, I just assumed you photosynthesized.
no, I didn't get to be this size by eating fast food, thank you very much. I eat the good stuff. There we go, I got all my breading done. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick because I got a lot of breading stuck on them. Daniel, how you doing over there, buddy?
I'm doing all right.
Good. Oh yeah, that's nice. Oh yeah. Good.
Watch your face if that happens. That shit burns.
Yeah, if you have a splatter guard, that's
Use it.
great. I do not have one.
You turn the oil down for anybody watching, so that he doesn't like the people. What you gonna do with the butter?
I am going to add. Add a little butter to this hot pan here. Okay.
Explain the purpose of that.
So the butter adds extra creaminess and lipids to the sauce here. It's called emulsifying.
The more you know.
The more you know. All right. Crushing those tomatoes down. This is actually looking really good. It smells good too.
Mm-hmm. For reference, it smells like butter, onions, and
tomatoes.
Tomatoes, yeah.
Because that's what's in it. Thank you.
Well,
Mom.
it also smells like hot oil. This is a full experience here. Some people are just watching.
Well, I'd
Food
like.
porn, Jason.
I
Food
would-
porn.
Oh yeah, sorry. I need to be more seductive about this.
Exactly.
Apologies.
For Cole and City.
Apologies. So that's what the sauce looks like so far. You see that little bit of shimmeriness from the butter.
You need to watch Food Network somehow.
Listen,
You gotta learn how to be a camera person.
this is my first time. All
I
right.
know.
I'm doing my best. Shut up.
You're doing great.
Thank you. All right. Now I'm gonna start frying these up.
Basically, ooh, careful. Just put as many fit in the pan.
Yeah, 1 or 2 at a time. You want to let the chicken breathe. I got the good stuff. Fresh mozzarella. If you have provolone or if you have shredded mozzarella, that's fine too. If you want to let the chicken cook, between 4 to 6 minutes on each side. You want it to be golden brown. And this is where the thin of the chicken comes in. If you have it too thick, you have to cook this part longer and your breading might burn. You don't want that. Because obviously, the chicken being fully cooked is the most important thing.
I mean, unless you're willing to get salmonella and die, you do you.
Fun fact. Here's a fun story. So one night after a wrestling show that me and Duncan went to, we ended up going to Hooters afterwards. I got a burger, and the waitress asked me how I wanted my burger. Medium rare. That's how you're supposed to get a burger, and any other way, you're wrong. So Duncan got a chicken sandwich, and she looked at him dead in the eyes and asked how he wanted his chicken sandwich to be cooked. Medium rare, rare, or well done. And he just kind of looked at her like, are you kidding me?
If Duncan's looking at a Hooters girl, he ain't looking up. That's all I gotta say to him.
Well, that's how baffled he was by this. He was looking at the Hooters girl with pure confusion on his face.
Wish I could have seen that.
Grandpa,
Yes, dear.
are you well skilled at making pancakes?
I probably could be. I've never actually made pancakes. I'm not a big pancake guy. I'm a waffle guy.
Okay, but sourdough waffles.
Like
Those are shit.
pancakes are just weak waffles. They're just soggy waffles.
No.
And waffles have the nice perfect little syrup.
Yeah, exactly. So now it's about the point in time where you can start seasoning up your sauce. Now, I like to season my sauce with a packet of Italian dressing mix. I know that sounds weird, but trust me. And ask Daniel and Ethan, they'll tell you. And ask Derek, too, he'll know. My pasta sauce is delicious.
What other seasonings can they do if they don't have Italian seasoning?
You can use whatever you like. You can use wine, garlic, onion powder, oregano, basil, thyme, a little bit of mint works nicely. Yeah, now we're talking.
How do we know the chicken is done?
Chicken's done when it is brown on both sides. So like I said, roughly about 4 to 6 minutes on each side.
And your sauce should be bubbling.
Oh yeah. Your sauce should be smelling real good right now.
Like not fully a simmer, but like
Ooh, that smells really good.
bubbling. Kind of like when you see witches in cartoons, that kind of bubbling.
Yeah, a little bit of a cauldron bubble.
Yeah.
Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. I don't have water.
Cleanup will happen at some point.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
No big deal. All right, now
What is that for?
this big old pot here. There we go. Let me see it. Pasta, baby. Can't have chicken parm without pasta.
Pasta.
Who doesn't love pasta, honestly?
If you don't love pasta, you're a fraud.
You're dead to me.
You're a fraud. You're just lying.
Put that chicken parm?
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. Now, some people like to put salt or oil in their water for their pasta. I don't. I feel that the oil makes the pasta slippery, so the sauce doesn't stick to it. And that's never good.
Slipperiness is the goal when you put oil in the water.
Yes.
Why don't you put salt?
I just don't like things too salty.
I use it because it helps it boil faster.
Yeah, I don't like to add more salt to it. Shit, I can't reach. I'm too short.
What were you needing?
The penne pasta up there. Sure.
Maybe. Ah, got it. Ah, arms for the win.
Good job. I don't. Cool, that was fun. Yeah, thankfully, that was all camera. So, lots of pasta.
It was just me struggling to get pasta down. Nothing interesting. Grandpa lifting me up by the knees.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was funny.
All right.
Make sure when you're done with the burner, you turn it off.
Yes. All right, let the chicken rest for a little bit. Keep stirring that sauce. How's that chicken turning out, Daniel?
My chicken's good-ish.
Ish? Let me see.
Yeah, the crispy onions didn't do their part exactly. They kind of fell off a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
But it's at least cooked, right?
All right, I'm gonna start preparing my cheese now. If you have shredded cheese, obviously you can skip this step. Why? Everybody is.
So they can kind of see you.
Sauce.
If you don't have 4 hands, you can alternate. And he just adjusted the
Yeah,
sauce.
I turned the sauce down a
temperature.
little bit because mine is boiling.
which is not where you want to be. Remember.
You just want it to simmer. A little gentle roll. Good cut.
Oh, it's really good. I like even my little would like that. She's really picky about spaghetti sauces or pasta sauce in particular.
Well, I would hope that they would like it. Like I said, this recipe is over 100 years old. It is one of the most time-tested actual tomato sauce recipes that exists.
Age means nothing to picky eaters.
That's true. It should though.
It should, but it doesn't. What do you have to do to prep your cheese?
Well, for the fresh mozzarella, all you have to do is slice it. And this one's already pre-sliced apparently, so I don't have to do much. So that's
Nice.
cool. But shredded cheese, I mean, same thing. You don't gotta worry about it. All right, sauce should be just about done. Now comes
Hey,
the
Jason.
fun part. What's up, buddy?
What heat did you have your sauce at?
I had it on medium.
It's now at like a 3 or 4.
Yeah, it was at like a 5. Now it's down to like a 3.
All right. Mine's gonna need a minute then. I had it lower.
No worries, no worries. You see that chicken? Good. Perfect.
Oh, the breading smells so good in conjunction with the sauce.
Yeah, the sauce is really good. I'm really excited for this.
So good.
I'm really excited for this.
That's why I'm here.
This is my first time actually teaching anybody the recipe to this sauce. So I am very proud that you guys are actually cooking this with me. It means a lot to me. Obviously, food's very important to me. Cooking is very important to me, and you guys are very important to me. So it's humbling that you guys are here to allow me to pass on some of my lessons and my skills, and you guys can keep that going. That means a lot to me.
I love it.
Exactly. If I love you, I feed you. That's just kind of how I am.
And now you're teaching them how to feed other people.
Now I'm teaching them how to feed themselves and other people.
What a good girl.
You know, teach a man to cook and he eats a meal. You teach a man to fish and he eats forever.
Unless he's really bad fisherman.
This is really bad fisherman. Yeah. All right.
I know
So-
what to do with those.
Now that our sauce is pretty much done, we're gonna let it keep simmering while this is cooking. Just take a little bit of a spoonful on top of the chicken. It calls for like 1/3 to a 1/2 cup per breast, but I don't measure that shit. It's annoying.
If it mostly covers the top.
Yeah, that's what you want.
And now the cheese.
And you cheese it up.
Cheese is the best part.
I like fresh mozzarella. Like I said, if you don't have it, that's fine too. If you have shredded, that works. Provolone works just as good. And this goes into your oven, which should be preheated by now. Let that bad boy cook
How long?
for about 15 minutes. In the meantime, our sauce is going to keep simmering because you want to keep bringing out that flavor. And our pasta should be just about ready to boil in here in a few minutes, so we should all get done around the same time.
Timing is key.
So make sure your colander is ready. Your colander is, in case you don't know,
Your strainer.
that is your pasta strainer.
Make sure your sink is clear.
Here we go. Hi, we're back. Oop, shit.
We're falling, but
We're good. We're good. We're back.
Everything's
Hey, hi. How's it going? How's everybody's sauce turning out? Have you taste tested it yet? Have you seasoned it?
Oh yes, the ever-present siren.
Of course. Eric, how's your sauce turning out?
What's that?
How's Daniel? How's your sauce turning out? Take a test.
It's zesty. It's good.
Good.
I didn't start the pasta though, so I'm just about to start boiling the water now.
All right,
I
that's
got instant
fine.
boil water. So.
That's fine. Derek, I know you're there. I know he's muted. He's muted and his camera's off. It's disappointing.
He's hiding.
Rude. Very rude. Oh, wait. We have a chat here. It says, oh, his mic does not work. Oh, excuses.
Well, he showed up.
He did show up. That's my little
Brownie points for attendance.
brownie points for attendance. Might add a little more garlic to mine. You can never have too much garlic.
Agreed. Restaurant called Garlic in the Snow. It's very good. Yeah. They have a one. Yeah, and they have a 1 pound meatball.
Ooh,
It's awesome.
I love meatballs.
Made with filet mignon.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
A really good thing. They just have so much food, and the portions are great. And then they bring you out, like, they bake a full thing of garlic and then bring it out to you with bread and oil and vinegar, and then you just
That sounds
put that on,
really
and
good.
it's so good. And it looks like Animal Kingdom was like dropped in the little New Smyrna. It's like partially indoor, partially outdoor, but it's all under these trees and fairy lights.
Oh, it's like a rainforest
magical.
cafe. That's cool.
Yeah. Except like less animatronics and better looking.
So that's what my sauce looks like right now. It's very good. That was delicious. Tastes even better than it looks. Come on, water, boil faster, please.
You know what helps that?
Salt.
Salt.
All right, I'll put some salt in.
Grandpa,
Yes?
can you see me?
No.
You can hardly tell who I am. It's Grandma.
No, there you are. I see you now. Hi.
It's Daniel's mom. Sorry.
How are
just
you?
wanted to say howdy because I was like, I see Grandpa on the phone. How come I can't talk to him?
Well, here we are now.
Technically challenged, but loving this. This is very cool. It's really fun that he's doing all this stuff. It's beautiful. It's turning out great. Nice job.
Thank you.
Great idea.
It's got some bugs to work out. You know, I gotta have more of a presence, but we're trying. We're learning.
No, I think this is totally cool. This is awesome, and the house smells divine.
Good.
Nice job.
Good. Thank you. I'll come over and cook sometime for you.
Oh, you better.
Yes.
better.
Thanksgiving dinner was really good at your
I
house.
get to cook back though, you know.
Oh yeah. Don't worry.
So
I got you.
We have to both get some cooking in there.
Oh, I got you. Don't worry.
Take care.
Bye. All sorts of guests. That's fun.
We're stirring the sauce.
Yeah, other than that, like, we're pretty much done here until the pasta's done. Once the cheese melts and the pasta's done, we're good to go. So, actually, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to teach you guys how to make a drink.
Ooh.
Yes, I did promise that I would make an adult beverage while we were here. I'm assuming you would like some as well.
Obviously.
Of
That's
course.
why I'm here.
Okay. Usually use 2 highballs, but this is all I got, so we'll have to deal with that.
Don't tell Grandpa I'm dating a retired.
What's that?
No idea. Something said today.
What was that?
You
Oh,
you're
you
muted.
muted again, okay.
I'm sure the message will be relayed.
I don't
So what are
think
you
so.
pulling down? I see Jim Beam.
I'll show you in a second.
A lot of Jim Beam.
Relax, relax. I'll show you in 1 second.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yes.
Amaretto. I keep thinking you're gonna just like pop ice everywhere.
Eat ice
Just
everywhere.
Straight, just yeet.
That'd be funny.
It would be funny. It would be slightly terrifying, but it'd be funny.
All right.
Ice.
1 ice cube. Just 1. Amaretto. I like the Amore because it's a bit fruitier.
Di Serono.
Yeah. Di Serono works, but I like this better. Have a third of the glass Amaretto.
Like 2 fingers.
2 fingers. Yep. And then
For those of you.
bourbon. I like Red Stag. It's black cherry bourbon, gives it a little bit more of a fruitier flavor. But you can use regular bourbon if you want to. I'll put both down.
I like black cherry.
There we go. This drink is called The Godfather. On the set of the movie, this was Marlon Brando's favorite drink.
Oh,
It smells divine. Salud.
it's sweet.
A little sweet. Got a nice little of a bold, nutty flavor from the amaretto.
Kind of cherry because you use the red stag. I like it.
Very, very good. I wish I had a light in this damn thing,
Fuck
but
with this. Fuck with this card.
how's everybody going right now? You good, Daniel?
He's surviving.
He's surviving. He's doing his thing.
I'm getting there. I just had to make that drink.
Good. I knew you had the stuff for it.
Huh? Oh, of course.
Of course. I've seen that liquor cabinet.
We cleaned that liquor cabinet.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Boy, that was a good weekend. I made you guys so much shit. Oh, man.
Yeah, that was one heck of a weekend, man. Good times.
Oh, the best times.
Best times.
All right. So yeah, this is the boring part. This is the boring part. I wish I had more to do now, but you know, sometimes cooking is a waiting game.
See, this is the part where you entertain people.
Yes. Well, that's what I was trying to do. But only
Yeah,
one
no,
person's
this is
actually
fine.
cooking.
Yeah.
All right.
Like,
Let's. So
entertain the people
all
watching.
right, Simi. What would you like to see me cook on here? What would you like to learn how to cook? What's something you've always wanted to do?
Well, I really need to learn how to make cakes so I can redeem myself, but I'm wondering if the only issue with it was using soy milk rather than regular.
Most likely, soy milk does not cook well.
It doesn't have enough fat in it.
No.
It also doesn't mix with anything.
Yeah. Soy milk's tough to use.
Yeah. I've switched to lactate since then, and it's been working. It's just like, if it's just me in the house, why on earth would I have like a container of regular milk?
Yeah.
For nobody.
That makes sense. I make my own homemade Greek yogurt, so I usually have
It's very good.
this is very good. So I usually have a gallon of milk handy for me anyway. Even though I won't drink it, but I'll cook with it.
Gotcha. I don't eat a lot.
I've noticed.
So there's a lot of groceries that'll either go bad or like I just won't buy them so that I don't waste anything.
Yeah.
Sure.
Cole, how about you, buddy? What's something you want to learn how to cook that you haven't had a chance to yet?
I'm gonna have to ignore you for a minute. My computer just shut off while I was taking a time quiz. I'm trying to catch up. So
Oh, no worries, bro.
You got this.
I'll come back to you on that one.
That's more important. All right. How about you, Derek? Go ahead and type it in chat. What's something you want to learn how to make? Because I'm always taking ideas.
He says, not sure.
Not sure. Okay.
I'm all in for some lasagna.
I mean, we'll get there. Don't worry. Yeah, no, that's not as damn good.
That's how I became friends with you.
Yeah, that's where we first met.
Yep.
People bond over food, man. It is one of the most important things in this world. You know, you can learn a lot about a person and their culture and what they believe in by what kind of food they eat.
We should do rolled stuffed flank steaks
Ooh, that sounds good.
with spinach mashed potato.
Mm.
I can do the spinach mashed potato.
Okay,
It's the flank steaks that
I fuck with that.
we'd have to work on.
I fuck with that hard.
Because while I can buy them at Publix, it'd be much more fun if I knew how to make them.
True. We can do that. That's easy. How's that drink turn out, Daniel?
It's very nice.
I knew you'd like it. I knew you of all people would like it.
Did you use regular bourbon or did you use another one, like Red Stag?
Probably use regular.
Oh, he used Red Stag.
Oh yeah. Oh, you still had some Red Stag. Oh, Salud.
Yeah.
Actually, really good.
I should make this for my mom. My mom would like this a lot.
A lot of people would like this. People shy away because they hear bourbon and they're like, ooh, no, whiskey.
My mom's a huge fan of old fashions.
I love old fashions. That's like my favorite drink.
I've been able to make those since I was like 10.
Everyone should know how to make a good old fashioned.
Old
If you
fashioned.
don't know how to make an old fashioned, you can listen to, what song is it? Old Fashioned by Panic!
I thought there's an actual song called Old Fashioned.
It is. And in a lot of his newest albums, there's drink recipes.
That's awesome.
In one of them, he talks about making a screwdriver.
Screwdrivers are easy.
Yeah. But it's really funny because you're not expecting it to actually be in the song. But yeah, no, the recipe of an old fashioned is in the song Old Fashioned.
Derek is down for anything. That is not helpful.
You should show us how to make some good quesadillas.
Hey, how about some pizza, man?
Pizza's going to be tough because I don't have a lot of space around here to make the dough.
True.
How about gourmet grilled cheese?
Trying to make things that people can like impress others with.
Hey.
Grilled cheese is not one of them.
YOLO
If we
was
made our
freaking
own-
awesome. They had mac and cheese on their grilled cheese. That fucking impressed me and a bunch of college students. So, like, don't shit on the grilled cheese, sir.
I mean, for college students, we could do ramen and spice it up with a bunch of other stuff.
Fun, fancy ramen.
We could make like our own pho or something.
Oh, let's do that. Oh, it's so good.
I'll have to see how much space that entails and see if I can actually do it.
It's not much. I've done it before in the dinky little Carson Hollis kitchen.
Okay.
So
that shouldn't be too bad. I might actually be able to pull that off.
That's the difference in the Hindu kitchen. I eat everything. Do you think you could teach me how to cook a steak?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I love a good steak.
don't we all? Unless you're vegan or vegetarian.
Oh yeah.
Just vegetables and sadness for you.
I usually grill my steaks. And I don't have a grill right now, so that might be a little difficult. But yeah. I can, if you have a cast iron pan, that will work. If you don't have a cast iron pan, we'll have to get creative with it.
I don't
But
know.
we can make it happen. We can make it happen. Steaks are relatively simple, and everybody should know how to make them. Like, there are some staples of cooking that everybody should know how to make. A grilled steak and some grilled chicken. You can do those two things, you can make almost anything on this planet.
You can have a successful pot party.
Mm-hmm. So, and that's some of the things that I want to teach you guys. You know, making some easy chicken, some easy steak, some different pasta recipes. Over the summer, I'm going to do actually a day of copycat recipes. So stuff like, I'll teach you how to make Chick-fil-A chicken.
That I'm excited for.
Yeah, I have a recipe for Chick-fil-A chicken. Like Olive Garden breadsticks and their Italian dressing.
The breadsticks are not that good.
You can leave now. How dare you? They're great. Just all sorts of stuff. And I'm always looking for ideas. Like, what do you guys want to make? Because this is stuff that
Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Cheddar Bay biscuits from Red Lobster, absolutely
Yes.
delicious.
Those things are fucking
Delicious.
great.
Quesadillas, man. Some quesadillas.
Fancy quesadilla.
I'm gonna have to figure out how to actually like make that fancy and easy.
We'll make like, you can teach us like grilled chicken and like
Maybe
you do like a fajita quesadilla or something.
maybe I can figure out how to actually make a tortilla.
Good luck with that.
Okay.
For Valentine's Day, I went to this restaurant downtown Gainesville called Oak, and they had this like really cool pulled pork quesadilla with like, don't judge me on this, but there was pineapple in it because I guess it was kind of Hawaiian.
No, that's
No,
delicious. Yeah,
Pulled pork goes really well with pineapple, actually.
Yeah.
I am very pro pineapple.
I like mangoes also. I should have brought my mangoes. Mangoes were $1 at Walmart, so I had mangoes. Sometime we should make, for a dessert, we should do peaches and bourbon
Yeah.
over ice cream.
I know next
Really good.
week I'm going to be making Moroccan cinnamon chicken with sauteed apples.
Wow.
Yeah. You say wow, but it's surprisingly easy, I assure you.
If you get the ingredients, you can make it too.
Oh, yes.
Or what time are we time in for that one?
You should probably check your chicken.
Probably 4 or 5 o'clock, like usual. I'm going to try to keep it consistent.
I think all my stuff is done.
Sounds good. How's the chicken looking? Is the cheese browned? Is it
Well,
bubbling?
yeah. It turns out I thought I had Parmesan. I didn't, so I only had. I thought I had mozzarella. I only had Parmesan. So
Okay. That's
it's kinda
fine.
like-
That's
I
fine.
made it-
Yeah, if your chicken's done, go for it.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna hit the broiler on mine so I can brown my cheese a little bit.
Nice.
And the pasta should be done in another few minutes, and then we'll be golden, pony boy.
Mm-hmm.
Eating.
No, nobody understand that reference.
Hey, I got you on that reference, man.
Thank you.
Come on.
You want to explain that reference for the rest of us?
It's a book called The Outsiders. It's a damn good book. And one of the characters, his name was Pony Boy. Oh, look who decides to show up to the party. Better late than never.
He's around. He could show up sometime.
Yes, he could.
I saw him recently.
I got a blister from the splatter of the oil. That's fine.
Take care of that. Treat it properly.
Yeah, it's just a blister. It'll be fine.
Blisters are gross.
Oh.
His skin is gross.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Hi, Ben.
Hi.
How are you, bro?
You
I'm
should
good.
turn
What
on
about
the
you
camera
guys?
and show us the better Mo.
Oh, I will do that.
Yeah, show us the cute Mo.
I'm so excited. Look at it.
That's Mo. Let's go.
Best Mo.
Let's go.
Supreme.
Oh, there's that boy.
Oh.
There's that good boy.
Inspire.
These are the special guests that we need on the show.
Yes.
Of course. Guest star.
Okay, I need a lot. I got it. This one. Yeah, I wasn't kidding.
Okay. You bring the pasta over there, or the sauce. One there.
So my chicken is done.
Chicken.
I'm gonna grab chicken.
You have space to put it down somewhere?
I'm gonna put it on the back there. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
I figured out Zoom just for this. So, props to you, Gramps.
It was worth it.
Well, very good. Very good. I'm glad.
It took me a minute.
Yeah, oh, look at that. Look at that melty cheese. Oh, my goodness.
A plus.
That's what we're talking about.
You already started it.
We're already done, Ben. We started at 4, dog.
What? I thought you started at 5.
No, I posted in the chat, like, all this week that we're starting at 4.
Oh, I'm stupid. I didn't even think about that. That looks so good, though.
You can watch the recording.
Yes, I am recording it.
Yeah. Where are you posting it?
I have a clue yet.
You should make a Facebook page.
I should make a Facebook page for it.
I'll help you make a Facebook page. We'll post it in the Facebook page.
Because I would like to continue to do this a lot. Because this is fun.
Do you want me to send it to Laura, or do you want to do it later?
Another couple minutes for the pasta. We'll be good to go.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, that looks so good.
Look at that. That's what we're talking about.
That's beautiful.
I'm literally so excited. You don't understand. I'm ready. I got out of bed for this. Granted, I've gotten out of bed like 5 times today, but I got out of bed for this.
Wow. That's what we're talking about here, folks. This is what we're here for. This is what we're here for.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
Thank you.
Didn't turn out bad.
Oh yeah, let's see yours.
Yeah. This is mine.
There we go. There we go.
I got a little
Okay.
messed up, but it's down there.
How's your sauce taste?
Oh, the sauce is. I haven't actually tasted much of the sauce. I want to eat it, but I've been waiting for you. It's getting a little cold, so I'm gonna eat it.
There you go. Yeah, just put a little sauce on top of that. Oh yeah.
We can also do, you could start a food blog as well.
I could.
Rival Morons. You started a food blog.
Moron's food blog.
Yeah. It's pictures of things he eats in other places. Yours would be pictures of things he make.
So Daniel, before you eat, I want you to take a picture of it, post it in that group chat. I want you to show people. I want you to flex on them a bit.
We're so proud of you.
I mean, if you've already taken a bite, that's fine, whatever.
I haven't yet, but
Oh, yes, cute. Make sure all of your things are turned off if you're done. Your oven, your burners, everything.
I didn't make that mistake.
Good. A lot of people would.
Yeah. The number of times I've had to like turn off the stove because people would cook and then just leave it on.
Yeah, people are kind of dumb.
Yeah.
So.
should do an Instant Pot recipe.
Oh, I will. I love the Instant Pot.
All right. So,
Beautiful.
what's beautiful is the way he did his cheese. Just melted perfectly.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
I'd
you
say
melt.
that and the crumbs are definitely the hardest part. Everything else is very easy, but
Yeah, you can mess that up relatively easily, but we ain't here for that.
yeah, it's all about the timing on that. That sauce is perfect, though.
100+ years, my boy. 100+ years. Time-tested recipe.
Yeah.
From the debutante of Italian cooking, her name is Marcella Hazan. She is an absolute goddess. And that's my finished product.
Wow.
We got that. We got a delicious drink. We got a whole meal here.
You're gonna get a miss that episode.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. There we go. So how did we do tonight? How do you think we did? You know, I know it was a little disjointed, a little weird first time. You know, working the bugs and the kinks out, but
We'll make him a Food Network star yet.
I don't know. The camera person wasn't that great, you know.
yeah, well, you know, sorry. I'll show a little more skin next time. You know, the thing is, like most like Food Network shows, they already pre-cooked the food, so they don't have that like waiting period like we had baking the chicken and everything. I didn't want to do that obviously because I wanted to give you the hands-on experience and watching me do things so you can kind of copycat me. So we're gonna have that latency period in a lot of the recipes.
We'll come up with jokes or something for next time.
Yeah, we'll come up with something more entertaining. I'll put on some music or something. I don't know. Thank you, Derek. I'm glad you enjoyed it. But yeah, so that'll do it here. First episode, successful episode. I look forward to tearing into this. Thank you all for joining me. I sincerely appreciate it. I hope you guys learned a lot, or at least something. And I hope you enjoy your food. I am Jason. This is Mo, my assistant. This was Grubbin with Grandpa.
Episode 1.
Episode 1, baby. Let's go. All right. And for that, good eating.
Love you, Grant.
You
Thanks,
too.
Grandpa.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Now, how do I do the recording thing?
I'm meeting for all.
Will it show up as the recording?
Let's find out. We'll figure this out.
More.
Stop recording.